Well, hello and welcome to another live stream. And it's another impromptu one, I'm afraid. So sorry about no notice. But we are going to go and find out what's been going on with the Thargoids during all these activities that's been going on, and the very latest retreat by the Thargoids, so say. So I thought it was time to go and check out those, what I believe to be motherships. It could be dangerous. I need to collect some Thargoid tech. They probably won't like it, but we'll see how it goes. So it's going to come out of the galaxy map. Okay, I've done a very quick build. Quickly show you it before we set off. So it's my rescue ship that I've quickly modified, hence the decals and so on, but we won't worry about that, it's not important. The key thing is that I've fitted down some Xeno stuff, not offensive, but I don't want to get caught with my pants down, so to speak, with any Thargoid probes. So I've got a shutdown field neutralizer, which will hopefully prevent me from being neutralized and then have to give up the probes as I need them for the last part of the journey. So that's the plan anyway. Could all go horribly wrong. I've never used one before. Who knows what may happen. Apart from that, we've fairly basic loadout. I mean, they're all engineered just to give me speed. They're not maximum engineered either. I think these are only on, what we got, it's grade 3. I could do some more engineering on them, but I don't really see the point. I just want to crack on and see what's been going on with the Thargoids. If I quickly go to remote workshop, I'm wondering if I've got drives on here. I haven't pinned a I thought I had one pinned. What's going on there? Interesting. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Like I say, I'm not too worried about the drives at the moment. I wonder if it's because Palin has moved. My pin blueprint has as well. Well, we don't need it anyway. They're slightly dirty already in terms of my thrusters. So I think what we'll do is we'll head out. I'll actually just double check. Just double check. I've got, yes, SRVs, good stuff. And what's our jump range? Uh, 74 max. Right, neither here nor there. We're not going very far. So let's launch and hopefully not get destroyed by Thargoids. That would not be good. Just checking my volume settings. I think that's about okay. Right.
Detachment complete. Moderate speed on exit.
Go. How many jumps? 6 jumps.
You are clear of station restriction.
So 6 jumps. And we'll go into a system which should have everything we need. Whoa. That star was close. I can just see the glow of it there. Yeah, that's pretty close. See, as you can see, I'm using my rescue ship, but I've modified it slightly. Just a quick turnaround. I think we need to do a boost. Yes, we do. Okay. So this is what I believe to be a white dwarf, which are a little bit more tricky to scoop from. So ever the cautious.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Hey, OG Frank, how you doing? I salute you. We're off to go and play. Well, not play so much, but find out what's going on with the Thargoids.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety
I'd like to know whether or not what I believe to be their motherships have grown or started moving in any way, shape or form. Have they got larger? Are they more revealed from the ground? And to do that, we're going to need some probes as well. We need the Thargoid sensor and a Thargoid probe, and the plan is to manage to get all the way to a Thargoid, what I believe to be mothership, with the probes, go inside and generally scout around and see what's going on. I have equipped a shutdown neutralizer. Actually, I should test it really, shouldn't I? I've not even used one before. I missed one OA video and this happens. Well, I've not seen anyone. I've not actually been watching any videos at the moment, so I'm not quite sure what Obsidian Ant's been up to recently. But for my own curiosity, should be switched on. Maybe it only works in normal space. I really should test this before I get any closer, because there's a good chance that I could get hyperdicted by Thargoids. So let's just come out of Super Cruise for a second. Oh, come on. Just come out of Super Cruise. Ah, there we go. Okay, so it works. Good stuff. Full power to systems. How long do I get with that anyway? Let's just check. Wait for it to reload. Okay, about 4 seconds, so I'll have to time that just right. OJ Frank, are they in the Witchhead Nebula? Well, there are some in a number of places, but where we're heading, where we hopefully will find everything we need, is a system called Delphi, which has recently, I believe, been populated by humans. We're going here. Now, we can expect to find a Thargoid probe on this planet. Also, I believe there's a mothership there as well. And the hardest item that we need to find is probably going to be orbiting this ammonia world. So we'll see when we get there. There's a good chance we're going to get hyperdicted as well. Now, if we get hyperdicted, I do have the field neutralizer. Now, as long as we don't have a probe on board at the time we get hyperdicted, we should be okay and the Thargoids won't attack. And I really don't want them to interfere, because I am pro-Thargoid at the moment. As every encounter that I've had with them, they have never tried to attack me. And I've never tried to attack them, so we're currently friends. So we'll see how it goes.
System scan complete.
3 jumps to go.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
There are loads of what I like to call Thargoid motherships out there as well. Some call them Thargoid outposts, some call them Thargoid bases. But for me, they look more like motherships that have probably either landed or crash landed due to the mycoid virus. But when we get close to them, which hopefully we do, you'll see that the Thargoid drones seem to be repairing them in some way. I think it will make sense to save this, doing this journey again when we get to Hades sector. Sorry, Delphi, system Delphi. We dock at the station just to save our place, as there is a good chance that we could get hyperdicted and potentially killed. Hopefully not. Like I say, it gets a little bit more dangerous once I've got Thargoid technology aboard. I do have anti-corrosive cargo bays, so we haven't got to worry about that. So here we go. We could even get hyperdicted as we try to get there, and it's not a good sign already. There's already a war reported. So if I do get hyperdicted now, I should be fine. I don't have any Thargoid tech, and I don't have any Guardian tech, unless they count my Friendship drive booster. How's that? What is count? Conflict zone, okay. We're not interested in those. Okay, so I think the first thing we should do before we start doing anything else is get to Doom's Ark, and that way that if we do unfortunately die, we won't have far to go to continue our experiments. My player faction doesn't hunt bugs. They don't trust Aegis. Personally, I'm a human patriot and want to finish the job that mycoid started. Okay. So the mycoid virus was to kill the Thargoids, right? See, I'm kind of more of a Commander Jameson who regretted being the carrier of the virus, as he also believed that the Thargoids weren't necessarily against humanity, for want of a better word. I could be proven wrong, and the Thargoids may well have a plan that we don't know about yet, but at the moment I've not seen them being hostile to humans. Of course they do react to hostile actions, of course, and they will try to destroy you if you try to destroy them, which is, I think, probably fair enough. Anyone would do the same. And we've also started encroaching on their territory as well, which they're probably not very happy about. Well, they're not, are they? Let's face it. So let's dock here, and then from there we will try to grab the probes we need to enter the Thargoid base, which should be interesting. What would be nice is to find some non-human signal sources, which aren't showing up at the moment. But let's just stop and save our process before we start doing anything that may upset people.
TLC Bravo, Lima, Oscar. Welcome to this independent station, Commander. Please fly safely during arrival and departure. Access granted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 2-5.
Donors Oak. Or Donar's Oak. Could be donor. Could be doning limbs to the Thargoids.
Scans detected.
Bit of a hard break. There we go. That'll do. Landing pad 25.
Please reduce your speed, Commander.
Oh, there it is over there. Okay. Let's set her down.
Landing gear deployed.
A graceful landing. Okay. So we're not sticking around.
Touchdown confirmed. Commence system shutdown.
I just want to save our progress so we don't have to make that trip again. So we can stay in system and conduct our science. You thought the bug invasion had commenced when you saw the mothership.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear to leave.
When you say mothership, OG Frank, are you referring to the ones on the planets?
Landing gear retracted.
Or are you referring to the Cyclops and such, which are kind of drone ships, not motherships for sure. Okay. Right, so where to go first? I think we need to go. We want to go here first. And we need to go there so that we can find ourselves a sensor, Thargoid sensor. Oh, that's a pain. I've got to fly around the planet. Climate trajectory. Let's go this way.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so yeah, in this screenshot that you see, the thumbnail, that is a Thargoid mothership, but I'm afraid the thumbnail doesn't give it justice. They are so ridiculously huge, it's hard to... It's bigger than a space station, put it that way. That's how big they are. Extremely difficult to get it in any sort of close resolution without being so far away of it to get it all into view. But we're on our way. And what I could also do with is finding no contacts at the moment. There will be when we get over here. Non-human signal sources, and ideally we want threat 2, and threat 2 or 0 will have hopefully probes in, and that's what we want, because without the probes we can't get inside the Thargoid base or mothership. So we just need to get ourselves over here. Signal sources. Unidentified. See if we can resolve one. interested in that. Convoy dispersal. We're not interested in those anyway. Not interested in those. Distress call threat 0. Non-human. Threat 4. No. That'll be Thargoids. And I mean, we could pop into those, but we won't get ourselves a probe. But that's what we're after. Okay. If we get in orbit around this planet, we might have a chance. That's all we want. I've done nothing wrong, officer. Come on, get your inspection over and done with. It's going the wrong way. Come on. Why is he going the opposite way? Should we try and catch him up? Has he just pulled me out of Super Cruise for no reason? How ridiculous. It's quite annoying, really. Let's carry on to our destination then.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't have, all I have is a Guardian frameshift drive booster. I don't have any of the artifacts. But yes, you're right, the machine does not like them. And you can do a combination where you can put something they don't like in, and then all chaos breaks loose. But first of all, I want to see what's going on. Whoa, what's going on here? Ceremonial comms, what are they doing here? Sentiment. Distress call. Non-human B2 6. No, we'll stay away from that one. Danger, danger. Let's try and get into orbit a bit, I think. So basically what we have to do now is orbit around this planet. I suppose I could go to... I'm sure there is a crash ship not too far away where I could get one of the probes, but I didn't really want to do that right now because I want to get the more harder to obtain probe first. See what we've got close by. See what we want is a non-human threat 2. Look that one. Let's see what it is. It's non-human. Threat 7. Yeah. We don't want to play with that. I mean, I could take a risk and go and have a look. I've not got anything that would upset the Thargoids on me right now anyway. But the chances of actually getting a signal source that has a probe in it that's not non-human level 2 is extremely remote. Threat 7. No. Okay, what's that? No, we don't want that. Would you like to have a look at a threat 6? Let's spice things up. I've not seen Thargoids for a while anyway, so should we go and have a look? The chance of us finding a probe in here is going to be extremely remote. But let's just go and say hi. And hopefully not die. These are the hostile ones. Yeah. Shouldn't have gone in here, should we? That was not a good idea. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Caustic missiles as well. That's not very nice, is it? So that stung a bit. So we better just go and repair that a bit quick. I knew I should have done that. Right. Let's see where we are. You want to see threat level 7? Yeah, I don't. Not in this ship right now. It's not designed for war, as you could see. More new signal sources. Let's have a look. Threat 2, threat 7. Let's just go and quickly make some repairs. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, that's what happens when you take a ill-equipped ship for any type of combat whatsoever into a Thargoid swarm. Doesn't take long to cause considerable amount of damage. You have something that I want? Seriously? Like what? I haven't got anything.
Scan detected.
Well, if you scan me properly, you see that I don't carry any trees, you moron.
Frameshift drive charging.
Minor inconvenience.
3, 2, 1,
Yeah, I'll just make some repairs, Frank, and then we'll go into the FSS. I'm not sure if it lets you know instantly. I think you still have to scan them. But I'm willing to give it a go. Go here. Apparently you can get probes from some of the mega ships as well, but then we have to go and do hatch break Olympics and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'll just do these repairs and then we'll have a quick going to FSS. The only problem is that there are so many signal sources in this system. Not interested in that. It can take a bit of time. Just quickly repair the ship. I think I was actually quite lucky to get out alive.
Bravo, Lima, Oscar. Welcome to this independent station, Commander. Please fly safely during arrival and departure. Access granted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 17.
Yes, gonna need some repairs after that little encounter. And then pad 17.
Landing gear deployed.
Being awkward. Right. Repairs then.
Contact. Commence system shutdown. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
Hull repair.
There we go. Right. Yeah, I mean, basically I ran away from the bugs. This ship is not in any way, shape or form remotely close to anywhere near being able to fight one bug, let alone however many there were in that instance. I think there was at least 10.
Landing coupler disengaged.
And
Watch for oncoming
they weren't
traffic
having any
with
nonsense, were they? Let's face it. Right. Come on, there we go.
Scan detected.
Allow for increased traffic flow in this sector. Restrict your speed.
Okay, so let's. I'm just wondering, should we first of all
Scan detected.
go to the crash ship, which I don't think is too far away from here. If I just go to my bookmarks. There we go. How far is that? Oh, but a mere hop. Let's go there first then. I think it's here. Memory serves.
Frameshift drive charging.
From there we should get a probe, which is what we need. And then when we come back in, we'll scan the main nav beacon and see if we get lucky. The thing is, once I have this probe board, if I do get hyperdicted, the Thargoids won't be happy to see that I've got one of their probes inside. Okay, let's just do the FFS scanner. Non-human 4. Non-human 3. Non-human 4. 3. Oh, 7. 6. quite a lot of activity here as well, isn't there, to be fair? What was I going to do? Scan that planet. Okay. That's a 4. That's a 7. Excuse me. So 5. What have we got over here? It's all busy. Belt cluster. Interested in that. See what we got here. Yeah, you have to dethrottle to do your FSS scanning. Geological 8. Hang on a second. There was something else here I wanted to have a look at. Level 5. See what I mean about signal sources? So threat 5. Is a planet. Level 3. Level 4. Level 5. Level 3. Oh my word, signal sources. Endless.
System scan complete.
What happened to the crash ship then? We'll have to double check that in a second. Level 7. Level 3. Thargoids are everywhere. 9? God knows what's in that one. I don't want to find out. 5, 6, 4, 5. It's got a nest. 4, 5, 7. There's not friendly round here then, is it? Let's face it. 6. God, you could just kind of scan forever. 6. And still there's more. Hang on a second. Let's just come out of there a moment. Let me check something. This planet here, which I have right in front of me. Crashed vessel, that's what I'm after. 1 Thargoid. Let's go take a look. from this site, I believe I can get myself one of the probes I need. Don't know what's going on with the messages here. Is there any messages? Is that a bug? Okay. So from here we get a probe anyway. But the sensor is the most hardest of items to collect. Sorry, not paying attention. Should we better, oh no, please tell me. I've just realised I don't think I've brought a detailed surface scanner with me. Oh, please tell me that's not true. I hope it's a bookmark. Be a bookmark on the planet. Please don't make me go and pick up a surface scanner. This is trouble when you do a quick and dirty build. Look at my contacts. I think that's going to be a tourist beacon. Don't want it to be a tourist beacon. Well, maybe it'll tell me the location at the beacon rather than me have to go and pick up a surface scanner. I can't believe I'm going to need a surface scanner anyway. What's going to be the easiest way of doing that right now? Going back to the other system, I guess. Let's see if I can get the coordinates for the crash ship from this tourist beacon. If not, I'll have to. I can't believe I've not got my surface scanner. Foolish mistake. Slow down. And then he flew into it. Scan complete. Crash vessel discovered. This crash site of what may be an alien spaceship is a popular destination for most tourists. Alright. So where is it? Where is it? Where's the crash site? Come on. This crash site? Yeah. Where? Where is it? Are you kidding? You've got a probe there telling you there's a crash site, but it actually doesn't tell you where it is. You cannot be serious right now. What, you have to be kidding me. Right. Let's go and get a surface scanner. I can't believe that. This is a popular destination for a crashed ship, but we can't tell you where it is.
Frameshift drive charging.
Stay calm. Dry your eyes, mate. We just need to go and get a surface scanner.
4, 3, 2.
Well, you never know. We might get lucky when we scan the beacon. When we get to the system and get a threat level 2. Non-human. It's half the battle. It's a compromised nav beacon as well. I wonder if it's compromised by Thargoids. That'd be interesting, won't it?
Fuel scooping complete.
Lazy mode. Why does it always seem to take so long sometimes? Only there then. Okay.
Detected.
I see all. Yeah. Right. Scan this navigation beacon.
Scan detected.
When I come to places like this, I so wish I had my Corvette. Look at all the scans detected. Ridiculous. Right, okay. Let's get into Super Cruise
Frameshift drive charging.
and see if we've got lucky.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Had I been in my Corvette, I would have destroyed them all. Right, but we're not here for that. Weapons, fire, threat 2. We're looking for non-human 2. Non-human 2, come on. Or non-human 0 would be nice. 5, 5. Convert. Non-human 8. Encoded. 6. Non-human 4. If you see non-human 2, shout. Tempted to try a 3, but I know I'm not going to get what I want. I need a 2. So many signal sources, it's ridiculous. 6. Square rule 0, 6553, 7. Right. We've not been lucky so far, so let's go and pick up our surface scanner. Because I'm going to need that anyway to go and find a mothership on the surface of a planet. So I want to choose that as a target. Just change target, make it select. Hey, OG Frank, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Thank you for your input so far into the stream. I do like questions, especially when I'm just going off to buy a surface scanner. If you want to know something about or any questions about exploration or elite, you can ask away. I've been playing for some time. And for those that know me, I do like my exploration. But I'm intrigued to see what's been going on with the Thargoid. It's been a while, so I want to go and investigate one of their bases or motherships. or outposts, whatever you want to call them. Like I say, I think they are motherships. When they first were discovered, they were quite well buried, with only small pieces, well I say small, okay, giant pieces of something much bigger sticking out of the surface. But since that time, I believe they've slowly become to move and reveal themselves, and they're ridiculously large structures. I'm just popping in here to get myself a surface scanner. I mean, I could go to a Thargoid base, mothership, whatever you want to call it, outpost, without the probes that I need, but it would mean that I wouldn't be able to go inside and activate the machine. So hopefully we get lucky with probes as soon as possible. We need this surface scanner anyway, so my bad for getting it.
Greetings, Commander. Please approach the station at a safe speed and be mindful of other pilots in the area. Access granted. Just heading for approach to pad 2-4.
2-4. Not the best drives on this Anaconda, but like I say, it's a quick build, so it doesn't handle the way I would like it to. But you know, it's a quick and dirty build. It's not built for combat. Outfitting. So it's like a high tech. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was a high tech station. Right then. You got 4,700 hours logged, and you're the trainer for a player faction you work for. Awesome. I wouldn't like to know how many hours is logged on this account. The amount of times I've left it logged in as well. Right, what do we want? Optional internal. We want a slot 5. Ridiculous. Surface scanner. You better have one. Oh, phew. I wouldn't have been happy if they didn't have one. Right, there we go, just do that anywhere. You can have a look at my loadout now. So I've got Pro Squeeze, Super Squeeze Assist, just because it helps when you're doing streaming, and you can be a bit lazy. Corrosion resistant cargo, so I can pick up the probes if necessary. Guardian frameshift booster, just so that getting about is nice and quick and easy. And I've got a couple of SRVs, and that's all I need for this build. Okay. Let's just change my fire groups. Let's have surface scanner. Yeah, okay, we'll put it there. Not ideal, but I need my shutdown neutralizer handy on most of my setups. Let's have a quick look. As a matter of interest, how many hours has this account done? On the right control. I think I can find it in codex. This is going to scare me when I see this. Bear in mind, I don't always log out. I Approximate time played 19 weeks. I don't know how many hours that is. If you want to work that out. 19 weeks and 5 days. There we go. Okay. Current rebuy 9 million. Really? For this ship? It was a quick and dirty build. Anyway. There we go. So let's come back out of there. Right. Let's see if we can find our crash ship now, shall we? Well, there's no doubt about it, we will. Which bookmark? Alien ruined planet. Mysterious. Alien crash ship. Oh, alien base. Oh, alien base. Oh, active one. That's where we want to go. Anyway, let's go to here first. Is this system here? That planet. Let's do that. No, I haven't been to any of those bookmarks for some time. Really appreciate a fellow commander who follows his traffic flow. Good form. Green on the right. To be fair, I am a bit rude though. I don't wait for other ships to leave before me. I kind of just push in, I'm afraid. It is only a minor scratch. Okay. There we go. So let's go and pick up a probe. 3,360 hours. Oh, that's a long time. But I salute you, Frank. You have more game time. I do have another account, of course, so I don't know how that all adds up, but my other account is in Colonial, which is also an elite commander, focused purely on exploration.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Alrighty, here we go. Now we'll find a crash ship. Always boost out, yeah. Of an Imperial station, of course. I'm just a nutter, I just boost out of everything. Don't wait. Alrighty, let's see if we have better success this time. Well, we should do. We'll definitely find the crash ship. And the probes. Everyone likes a probe, right? If you know what I mean. Okay. Yeah, Frank, I'm kind of... I mean, I don't tend to break the law, but I'm not a law-abiding citizen. I just get on with the job. Try not to upset anybody. But I don't generally obey speed limits. Or requests to search. Let's quickly have a look at this one, see if we get any joy. 6, no good. Oh yeah, well, we know that one. Right, now then. This time, we can use our surface scanner, which I'm sure I attached as a secondary fire here. Oh, can't select target, I guess. What's going on here? I could have sworn I mapped that. Did I not? Oh no, I did the shutdown field instead. Silly me. My bad. Right, here we go then. Right, how many probes? 6. So I'll fire one there. One there. One there. One in your face. Oh yeah. And let's do one behind as well. Why not? That'll do. Show me the money.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Come on, last one. Pop it in there.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, biological research base on the planet. That wasn't there before. Crashed Thargoid ship. Booyah. Booyah. We'll have that. That's what we're interested in. Is it going to be on the dark side? Let's go. Eyes as well. Well, you're not going to see too much, are you, if it's dark? I suppose I can put my lights on.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay. I mean, I could just grab a probe from here and go inside a Thargoid base. I just won't be able to activate the machine. Because I really am keen to see if the bases have changed any. Let's put on our... What do we want? We want night vision. There we go. Might be able to see what's going on now. No contacts in range. There she blows. Don't worry, I don't think the crater is left by the Thargoid ship. Although I think a mothership would leave a crater this size. Just watch your gravity. What are we on? 0.34. That's all right. We've got pretty good thrusters on this ship. It's about the only good thing on it, I think. Right. It's behind the mountain. Let's check our speed. Let's slow down. There's got some other crash ships here as well, look.
Scan detected.
Now those scans are from the probes that we want to pick up. They automatically scan ships, and these are Thargoid probes, and that's what that was that you just saw. So there's all sorts here. Type 9 there. And if I turn night vision off, because it does kind of spoil the eeriness and spookiness. There we go. I'll do. Out of there. So now we can use our ship lights. Oh, that's landing gear.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
There you go. So now you can get to see them in all their colour. That's parts of a Thargoid ship there. You might identify. There is a crashed Anaconda. Remember, this is all lying on a mountainside. There's probably some cargo lying about there as well. But what we're after is on the ground down here. We'll have a scout and see if we can find anything else. Let's get my bearings, it's a bit dark. That's better. Right, where are we? Could really do with some decent lights on these ships. Thargoid crash ship. Suggesting it's around the other side of the doesn't sound like it. I shouldn't do this in the dark, I could end up face planting. Where is the ground? Oh, 700 meters up. Try and get the ground back into view. Oh, there we go. Right, let's look for the Thargoid ship. Come round this way. That sort of whale clicking noise you can hear is the Thargoid probes. We just need to find the actual crash ship. It should be around the base of this mountain somewhere. We really need better lights on these. Take it back for a refund. There we go. Should be around here somewhere. I'm gonna have to put night vision on because I can't seem to find it anywhere. Where is it? Let's say it's sunk into the ground. Has things changed round here? This is not how I remember it. Alright, we might have to get out in the SRV and do the last bit by SRV, because this is not how I remember the crash site to look. It's like something's changed. Right, let's get down on the ground, I think, and get in the SRV and go from there. 'Cause I'm not having any joy finding the well, I mean, there is a Thargoid crash ship up there, where I'm looking now, but why it's up there doesn't make any sense. Right, let's try and find a landing spot. That's the other problem with flying such a large ship like the Anaconda. It's not always. Oh, hold on. I spoke too soon. Oh, back up a bit. It's not always generous in giving you a good landing site. Come on, settle. Settle. Really?
Shields offline.
Did it settle? I've got the landing gear down. Full power to systems. Right. Come on. Show me the money. Forwards. Touch more. Come on. Let me land. Just let the shields kick in, I guess.
Shields online.
There we go. Right. Let's get in the old SRV. Yeah, I could have tried FA off.
Low gravity warning.
Still a bit bemused by the fact. Excuse me. Right, let's change our scanning range here. A bit more light on the subject. Right, so we're looking for Thargoid probes. Bit of speed up. Oops. Easy. Right, that's what we're after. What we got here? What's that? Bronze transite, after that. Not after that either. Okay, keep looking. Crash ship. Grain. Fish, obviously. What we're looking for is probes. Try around this side. You can certainly hear them. Is that over there? Coffee. And they don't look like canisters either. Try around here. Is that? No, not interested in that. It sounded like it was close by. Check contacts. No. Definitely around here somewhere. Why aren't they showing up on my sensors? Let's see, I've been round there. I can definitely want to hear one over here somewhere. I suppose I could try outside view, that might help me quickly locate one. Let's try that. Right, let's have a look. What's that over there? Oh. That's what I'm after. Ooh, sorry about that. I hate when it does that. That's what we're after. Now it'd be really great if we could find a red one as well. Two more over here. Both normal ones. That's a cargo canister. What's that over there? Oh, that's part of a crashed ship. It's a pity it's not daylight, isn't it? Some more items over there, but I think that's just cargo canisters. Right, so where are we? We are there. Alright, so we're headed in the right direction. Noisy little things, aren't they? Right. Let's go and get one of those. Just keep going straight, really. Just over this piece of Thargoid ship. Okay. There we go. Thargoid sensor. So I suppose I'll take two just in case. I don't want to hang about though, because they will start rotting this SRV. And where's the other one? It's just over here, wasn't it? I think. Sure it's around here somewhere. There we go.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Right, let's get back to the ship before we melt. Okay. Okay, so we are now aboard the ship with two Thargoid sensors. Don't worry, we're not going to melt because we've got cargo holds that are resistant to damage. The question is now, do I continue searching for the other probe, or should we just go and check out a Thargoid base anyway? What do you think? The difference in those two choices is, one, we'll be able to activate the machine once we get inside the base, or not, basically, but we'll still be able to get inside the base.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, another completionist day, Frank. I'm just going to have a little close look, see if there is any of the other probes. It's very hard to do from a ship, especially one this large. Right, we're getting nice and close. we can find. The standard one. Oh, hang on. Could we be that lucky? They're different, aren't they? Or is it the same? No, they're different. That's the other type. I'm sure of it. You don't normally find them on the surface of a planet. Unless they're fragments. Maybe they're fragments. They don't look like fragments. They don't normally show up on fragments. We'll have a look. I don't think they'll show up though. They don't tend to. Yeah, because you just can't get close enough. Maybe in a big ship. Sorry, maybe in a small ship. I think these are fragments anyway. But you can never seem to get close enough. Yeah, I can't really get them that much closer. I can actually sit on them. Yeah, won't show you anything. Ouch. I think they're fragments, you know. I don't think they're the probes I'm looking for. And this ship is too big to land on top of this mound. Okay, let's see if we can find some in orbit.
Frameshift drive charging.
Don't need the lights on anymore.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so the fact that we now have Thargoid probes in the hold makes us more attractive to Thargoids. Not in a good way. So, let's see. Source, which is behind us. Let's get away from this planet. Wouldn't it be nice if it was non-human level 2? Oh. Surface biological stuff. Okay. Something's on the signal sources. That's really strange. 8. We need a 2, folks. We need a 2 or a 0. Why can you never find what you're looking for? 8. We're just after a threat level 2. Oh dear, oh dear. Thargoid Mothership Wood. Hi Mertus. Yes, Thargoid Mothership. We plan to go and visit one shortly. It'd be nice to go there with this other probe that we need. Right now, I don't seem to be able to locate the right signal source for one. I suppose we could take a gamble and go to... well, that might have been one for a moment. Go to where there is a... Shit, not human 5. So, signal sources. Should I risk going into a 3? I don't think I should, because I know I'm not going to get what I want. Well, chances are going to be very low. Actually, there's not even a threat level 3 anyway. And we know what happens when we go for a threat level 4 or 6. I almost got toasted alive. Mertus, yes. When I say motherships, different commanders call them different things according to their perception, which is fine. Some are called bases, some call them outposts. I call them motherships. And I'm just gonna go find one, and I want to explain to you why I think they are motherships. Let's go here. Okay. Engage. I might get hyperdicted now, so I need to have my field neutralizer on standby. I do not want to get shot on the way. May the Thargoid god shine upon me. Oh, it's looking a bit Thargoidy. Come on, you can do it. Oh, that's one jump out of the way. Let's grab a bit of fuel.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, fingers crossed we make it all the way without being hyperdicted. Only 8 systems explored L2. Ooh. Which would they be? I'm sure the one, wherever it was I was. Right. We've made it all the way to the system without being hyperdicted, so that's a good start.
Fuels
Just quickly check. So I was at. Where was I? There. It wasn't my route that I went to. Is it forgotten? Just been dancing around the systems. So it wasn't Pleiades sector. That was where I went looking for the crash ship. Delphi. That was the one. Delphi. Was Delphi a L2 spawning place? I wonder. Right, now then, while we're here, let's see what we can find. I swear I've already scanned this. There's no behind me in there. No doubt. Anyway, let's come out of there a sec, because I'm sure I bookmarked it before. It's saying I scanned it before, so what's going on there? Right, let's go in and have a look. Right. Don't remember what that bond is for. Anyway, we want to head here. Right, just going to get myself a drink, so I'll just go and orbit the planet. I'll be back in uno momento. And we're back. We're not even there yet. Okay. So just sort my mic out. There we go. Yeah, threat level 5 seems to be a very common one. Right, what we got here? Unknown structure scan. Let's 4 probes. I'm sure I've scanned this before, but let's just make sure. Ooh. Sensitive.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Oh, we just witnessed some of the worst surface scanning ever. Alright, it's just fine enough there. I'm guessing it's going to be unknown structure scan, but let's just check. Really? How embarrassing. Right. Yeah, there are lots of Pleiades systems.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, let's see what signals we've got. Unknown structure scan. That'll be the one then. Let's hope it's in the daylight. Please be in the daylight. Why isn't it targeted? Maybe I unlocked it there. Please be in the daylight, please be in the daylight. Don't be in the dark. It's right in between. Oh, come on, don't be in the dark.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay, well, we'll go in and have a look. Not going to see a lot. I mean, I can do, obviously, night vision. It's just better to see them in the daytime. But we'll go in and have a look. We'll see how well it's lit up anyway. Well, we can see it already. Hey, come on now, that is not how I remember it showing up like that. That is definitely... That's definitely more revealed than I remember. I have not been here for a while. Shut up and take my money. That has got a lot further out of the ground. I kid you not. That is ridiculous. That is totally a lot more risen from the ground. That is ridiculous. What's the gravity here? Okay. This is definitely more. This is changed big time. Whoa, 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 what the hell was that? Break. What? My light's on. Oh, that's better. What the? Oh my days. Okay, someone tell me that this hasn't grown since the original and I will laugh in their face, because there's much more going on here now. It's massive. When I first saw this, we're not even anywhere near the centre yet. There was only a couple of spikes out of the ground. What the? I think I could land on that. And that's blue now. This is definitely way bigger than it used to be. I'm telling you, these are being repaired. See if we can find anything else going on out here. If you want an idea of scale, let's go for one of these little, I say little, one of these little spikes on the outer edge. We've not got near the centre yet. We'll save that for a second. Let's just come near this. Park it somewhere around here. Alright, let's give it extend my water. I'm not going to have to go and have a look over there as well in a second, but just want to give you an idea of just how big these are. That's an Anaconda, one of the biggest ships, pilotable ships in the game, and as you can see, is nothing in comparison to the rest of this monster of what I call a mothership. Call it a base, call it an outpost. That is ridiculous. Let's go and have a look over there a moment. Okay. I didn't want to do that. Okay, that's a quick way over. Yeah, don't put your reverse button next to your boost button. That's what happened there. Sorry about that. Well, at least we didn't crash and burn, eh? But I was interested to go and have a look. I think I could actually land inside there. That'll make an interesting view. Oh, there's a scavenger. And there's another one. Oh, let's go and see what they're up to. There's 3 of them. Now you look at this. You tell me they're not repairing this. Look, they're getting the mycoid virus off. See that? They are pulling the virus off of this. They then go and dump it. They put something down that sort of like some sort of repair stuff. Look, you can see them sucking the virus off. And this is why I believe these are motherships, and they're repairing them. they have got a lot bigger than I remember. Anyway. So these are the little drones that work around these installations, motherships, outposts, whatever you want to call them. They're huge. And this is where I parked my Anaconda. That is TS5 according to Canon, says the site is active. Well, that means... Oh, active. Yeah, an active site means you can get inside and activate the machine. We ain't even got close to the middle yet. Should we get closer in? Okay. Alright, let's just reverse out of here. Yeah, I thought I was underneath something. Back out. I just can't imagine what all this is for. I mean, imagine this in flight. If it is a mothership, which I really do think it is. Ouch, I was close. Right, okay, where's my bearings? Okay, so let's head towards the centre then. Let's do a quick tour around the outside. Wow, semi-outside. Look at this though, look. What on earth? That's like some sort of module, right? That's just one small part of it. And those outer arms. And look, there's more of that virus, which no doubt some scavengers won't be too far away repairing it. Look, there they are. Look, just seen 4 of them spawn. And there they go, setting about their business, making repairs. I'm telling you, guys and girls, when one of these bad boys takes off, we're going to be in a whole world of trouble. Well, anyone that's been shooting Thargoids will be, I guess. And I have to say that I haven't been shooting any Thargoids. This is like some sort of giant tentacle. And I wouldn't like to get in the way of that. Try your AX missiles on one of these bad boys. I've got a feeling you're going to be running. Right, let's quickly go around the outside a bit more, just give you an idea of scale. And we haven't even got inside to the heart of it. And these have totally grown, I'm telling you. If I go back to some footage that I made, I haven't got it to hand right now, but it's on my YouTube channel. You compare this site to when I first ventured here to this now. This is... Why isn't anyone talking about this? Why isn't anyone saying, hang on guys, these sites have like got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Alright, so here we are, we're coming into the centre now anyway. So in there, that looks like that could actually... Oops, excuse me. Let's not upset it, eh? That looks like that could release a Thargoid ship, no problem. Like a Thargoid scout. That obviously all opens up. But another scavenger down there. So, I think what we should do is land somewhere near the entrance. That's right, I did say entrance. Ooh, somewhat more gracefully than that, maybe. Like I say, it was a quick build, the thrusters aren't quite as... Oh, right, that looks like the entrance there. Oh, look, these have got more colour and everything. That looks like more armour. There's a distinct glow coming out of the middle. These have come a long way since the last time I was here, which I think was about 1.5 years ago. Right, let's set her down anyway, get in the buggy, get a close look. As usual, we've got to try and find somewhere we can land. Let's try over there. Oh, that was a landing spot there. Sorry if I'm not. Hey Mims 906, how you doing? Welcome along to the stream. We're just trying to sit down near this, what I think is an alien mothership, which has drastically changed since the last time I was here. Oh, that'll do. And we're down. Alrighty. Okay, let's do a quick drive around first.
Low gravity warning.
And then we'll go for drive round. That's obviously a scavenger over there. Nice. Analysis mode. Dealing scanner. What's going on with my fire groups? Excuse the jerkiness there, it seems to be having a bit of a fit. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe the mothership's trying to take off. Right. Anyway, okay. So. Did I land this somewhere near the entrance? I think it was around this way. I'm not interested in those. I'll tell you up. These have changed a lot. What's this? These weren't here last time. We're talking about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. Give it a rest. Come on. Where are we? The ground is littered with stuff. What is that? Well, those weren't here before. And you can't target them either. Guess that's just more of the same, is it? No, I haven't transferred a sensor to the SRV just yet. I will do. I just want to have a quick look around first without it burning a hole in my SRV. These vents are new. They didn't used to be here before. Okay, but I've spotted the entrance now anyway. It's right there. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll nip back. I'll just show you what happens without having a sensor first. It's a weird effect. Whoa, that's freaky, isn't it? You're having a dream. A long time ago, the Thargoids arrived. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's get back into the game. Yeah, so if I head towards the entrance. So I'll show you what happens. So this is the entrance. So what you do is you drive to the entrance. Now, if you don't have a probe, you kind of get system disruption. You drive up to here, and I haven't turned my. Okay, my lights are on now. You get system disruption, but this is as far as you get. Yeah. However, if you go and get yourself a probe, as we did, and that's what we're going to go and do now, is retrieve it from our ship. Oh, there we go. It just get interference from the site, and that's why that happens. Don't panic. We're not interested in metal alloys, which you can collect from here as well. But what we are interested in is wood. We overcooked it. What's going on here? Ah, thank you. Right. So let's transfer cargo. We'll have one Thargoid sensor, please. Transfer. Okay. We have our sensor. Wow, they've got up in value. 300,000. Right, now we've got the Thargoid sensor. Let's go back to where we were. And that's why I didn't put one in straight away, because it does start damaging your cargo. We put that there. It's growing whilst we've been here. I'm making a meal of that. Right. Let's see what happens now. We have a Thargoid sensor inside. Okay, Frank. See if you can infect them from the inside. Okay. So, I'm intrigued because I haven't been in here for a while. If the outside is changed. Oh. Okay, this one's a dead end. Then the inside may have changed too. Oh, that was a dead end. Okay. Don't be deterred if that happens. Let's go around the outside if we can find. See if we can find another entrance. They normally have more than one entrance. As you can see, the sensor is starting to eat into my SRV. Now that is some scavengers there, but if you don't upset them, they leave you alone. Quickly show you. See? I've even got one of their sensors on board. And they're not bothered at all. Completely non-hostile. Of course, if I shoot at one, then they become hostile, as you would expect. Right, let's try this doorway over here. See, if that boys thought we really were badasses and needed destroying, why would they let us drive into one of their motherships? Okay, this looks more promising. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if a Thargoid walked out now? Surprise! Okay, see if anything... Everything seems to be more defined. It's a dead end. How much damage does each corrosive message do to a module? Let's have a look. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if that's reading right, but it's saying none. But it's saying it is damaging it. You'd think the cargo hatch. Where's the cargo hatch? Oh, it's a good question, but it seems to be malfunctioning slightly. Huh? There's something weird going on here. I think we've got the good old bug that doesn't tell you what exactly is going on whatsoever. And those percentages are probably inaccurate as well. It's a bit of a bug. Yeah, I'm not convinced that's showing me the real information, to be honest. Anyway, let's carry on exploring. I know that, and those are eggs, by the way. Well, whatever you want to think they are. You can squash them if you drive over them, but, you know, I try not to upset anybody. There is a Thargoid scavenger. And this is the machine room, by the looks of it. Oh, great. Life support. See that? So they've still not attacked me yet. Excuse me. Get out of the way. Don't really want to upset anyone right now. So yeah, this is the machine room. Now I did get 2 probes, so I still do have another one on my ship, but I can show you what you're meant to do if you've not been in here before. You can also collect this sort of stuff, Thargoid technology samples, which you can use to sell or whatever. But in order to activate the machine, you need 3 components, and that is a Thargoid probe. Some weird noises going on over there. A Thargoid probe, a Thargoid sensor, and a Thargoid uplink. And you get the uplink. I'm sure these graphics have changed, you know. And you get the uplink from inside this base. So, the way it works is, I've got a Thargoid sensor. Actually, should we go and get... I'm going to squash one of these just for science, alright? But if you look here, see these egg type things? You can... Oops, sorry. Squash them. They don't like it when you do that. But as you can see, that is now squashed. I won't squash anymore, I promise. I promise. Please don't shoot me. Thank you. Yeah, so tread carefully, drive carefully once you're in here. You never know, in 2020 it'll be tread carefully, right? So each of these little stations has a platform that you can drive up to. So for example... Sorry, I'm just distracted by the sounds. They're definitely different sounds from when I last remember as well. As you can see, he's got a problem, has he? What's up with him? there are 3 little zones of swirling masses, and if you get close to one, you'll find the right location, such as here. You see it lights up in the ground. As you can see there, the ground is now lit up. Yep. And if you look in front of you, it displays an image, and that looks like the Thargoid uplink device there. So I can't put my probe there. Okay. So what we do is we then move around to the next one to see what image that provides us. Try and do it carefully. Go for this one, and this one once. That looks like the Thargoid probe. I always get the probe and sensor confused, but it's not what I've got, it's the other one. Excuse me, sir. So this is the one. Try and figure out where it is now. Yeah, this one. Excuse me. Is he any? Okay, so I'm now over the correct symbol for what I have in my hold. Okay, so then I go to my cargo hold and go to Thargoid sensor and jettison. Okay, now I've done that. Yunk! It goes underneath, gets yanked round, and is now entered into the machine, and that will stay there whilst you go and collect other bits and bobs. Now, as I said before, as we don't have the Thargoid probe or sensor, whichever one it is, we won't be able to complete the sequence, but we can show you where we go and get the uplink devices from in one of these hallways. What we got down here? Kind of in a separate room somewhere. Try down this way. Just down there. Right, this looks promising. Get lost in here. Yes, looks like what we're after. Okay, so at this point we have to be hostile. Oh, see that? It offers it up. Thargoid link. Now the thing is, you can't scoop them up by landing on it. Oh, don't break the game by doing that, whatever you do. Okay, so you do have to just shoot those little tentacles to allow it to drop, which is a bit naughty, really. I'm in cockpit mode. Okay, but now we've done that, we can pick it up. See how that works? What I should also do is pick up another one so I can get back out. Take that one. Okay, there we go. Have that one as well. Just so I can activate the door to get back out. Should let me back out anyway, but you know, always like to be sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, face hugger. Alrighty, so it's gone a bit slippery. I think I've still got face hugger juice on my tyres. way you're going. I think the one round here. Nope, that's the Thargoid probe. So it's the other one I need to go to. I think it's come to repair that one I run over. I think it's very happy with me. It's very easy to lose your bearings in this. That's the one I've already done, so it's not that one. This one. This one. Yeah, that's the one. So again, just go to your inventory, stop shaking about, and jettison one, and see what happens. Yep. And there you go. And then you complete the sequence with the last one, the Thargoid probe, which is the hardest thing to find, obviously. And then you target the Thargoid device, and you set off your scanner. Get out of the way. As you can see, the bits fall down because we haven't completed the sequence. So I suppose in a way you can grab them back again. I think it does that so that you can keep retrying if you don't know what the sequence is. Right, I'm going to get my sensor back. Actually, I've never looked inside. Should we get an external view, just so we can see what we're dealing with here? So this is the Thargoid machine. Some call it the map room. But once you activate it, the whole ceiling lights up with some sort of star map. What's going on up here? I wonder if these are baby Thargoids. You've all seen aliens, right? When they're in the roof sleeping. Could these be Thargoids? Who? Could be. Thargoid cocoons? So much detail has gone into these places. You know, you've got these egg things. Sorry it keeps going out of focus, it's just the free camera playing up. But we've got like egg things on the floor. They look like eggs anyway. No idea what their purpose is. We've got this, looks like some sort of map machine. And I guess if you're a Thargoid, this is some sort of control panel. Maybe. And then in the ceiling, we've got all these little pods. I wish it would stop doing that. And of course you look at this and you think, it's not the queen, is it, in some shape or form? Like upside down or something, laying eggs, is it? No, we don't know. Really don't know. So much detail though. It's gone into these. So I think what we'll do is we'll get back outside. It's the Guardian, the one that's in the light towers, whatever we call it. That one. That's the one that you need to take into here as well. So you can use any two of the other Thargoid, like the uplink device and the probe. But then the Guardian, I can't remember what it's called now. The one that comes in the tall towers that you shoot out. And that as well, and yeah, that's right, the blue crystal thingy. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, you take that blue crystal thingy as well, and you'll get a totally different reaction from the machine. And without any spoilers, it's probably best to keep your distance if you want to get out alive. Yeah, so. Let's get back in the SRV. See, I'm not convinced on what... My hull's definitely gone down. And I'm not convinced this... Oh, now it's updated. Yes, look, we are taking damage. My cargo hatch is at 55%. And I don't think I can repair individual modules, can I? I can only repair the hull. So I really need to get back to my ship. Let me out. Let's get out of here and get back to my ship, because this SRV is becoming a bit unstable. And I'll probably end up losing my cargo. Which way's out? I think that went down to the uplinks, didn't it? Try and get out this way. Stop doing that. Is that the way out? No, that's not the way out. I think just running. Oh, that's not the way out either. Let's try this way then. Oops. Sorry about that. Not going to be happy with me, are they? I shouldn't leave them in the middle of the floor though, really, to be fair. I'm doing my best. Right, is this the way out? Oh, you're kidding, right? There's two of these rooms? Just gonna quickly see if we get anything different come out of these. Like a probe would be nice. No. Is it like a lucky dip? Always get the same. See, there's another three. Each one's got 3 little sectors, but only the probe comes out. Well, the uplink device. Has anyone actually tried to put in a sensor here instead? Let's try it quickly. SRV, inventory, Thargoid sensor, jettison one. Anything happen? No. Try and bat it with my No. Doesn't seem to want to interact with anything, does it? Right. Let's pick it back up. Without turning my lights off. Right, let's try and find our way out of here. Let's keep going around to the right then. I should have laid some breadcrumbs. Is that the way out? No, that's the map room. It's a scavenger. Seem to have become lost. Is this the way out? No. What on? What's going on here? I got stuck inside. Help! Maybe I just need to go across the other side of the map room. Let's try that. Oh. Slippery surface. Let's try going out the other side. Avoid uplink device. What's going on there? Weird. Right, okay. Let's try and get out of here anyway. It's being all a bit weird now. I think we found the way out. And you tell me these haven't grown? Get real, man. Right. Okay, we're back out. Let's find our ship before this thing melts. Interested to be on the other side. Oh, the sun's coming up. Wow, this is going to look cool. Oh my word. Look at that. Let's try and get down to my ship. God, how big is this thing? Oh wow, look at this, the sun coming up. Now you can start to see what I'm talking about. Follow my tyre tracks back. Oh, block. I think I've gone the long way round. Feels like it. Whoa, this is looking really cool. This is screenshot stuff, this. Okay. Let's get back in my ship because this SRV is about to melt. I'm not on board yet. Don't mess about. Really? Let's clean up a bit. Come on, let me board my ship. Why won't you let me board my ship? Come on. Something weird's going on here, guys. It goes, oh, there we go. Thank you, board ship. Get me out of here. Phew. Yeah, my orienteering steer skills aren't best known, but I need to go and check out this view.
Landing gear retracted.
Wow. I don't know where to look first.
Landing gear deployed.
Wow, wow, wow. Where's the sun coming from over there? Look at this bad boy now. Look at this. Okay, I can't believe that people haven't said, hey, remember those Thargoid bases or motherships or outposts from 2 years ago? Well, if you go back now and have a look, they're like almost fully defined. And just, I'm speechless really. Just immense and really detailed now, like they're almost ready to fly. Let's get you an outside view so you can see it in all its glory, I think. What's going on here? I still got my landing gear down.
Landing gear retracted.
So distracted. Right, let's try and get you the whole picture here. So, I think I'm at the edge. That's what we're talking about. Now, just bear in mind, a little while ago, I was driving around in that dome in the middle there, and I got lost. Which isn't good for me, I know, but just to give you an idea of scale. But if that's how much space that takes up, what's in some of these other parts of the ship or base? I mean, what's in that section there? And then over there. They're just absolutely massive. And they definitely did not look this detailed with this much showing from the surface nearly 2 years ago. And do you know what? I know for sure. Just leave you with that view for a moment. I bet if I look on my YouTube channel and go back in history quickly, I should be able to show you a still image of this site from 2 years ago. So just bear with me a minute while I try and find that. It's going to be a while ago. There we go. I've got, hopefully this might have something in it. Let's try and find. Okay, let's pause that. So, I need to show you my screen now, don't I? Whack that over there. Okay. So that's how it looked back in that video. And if you look here, you can see that it is nowhere near as defined. That's one of the end legs. And if we actually go to where we are now, let's switch that off. Okay, back to where we are now. And look at one of those end, whatever you want to call them, legs. I'm actually really high up as well. There were no sharp points on the ones from there. They were blunt and looked like they were gnarled off, but these are actually fully defined now, and they're pointed like it's regaining health. Far more defined, and definitely more showing than it used to be. You need to report this to the Federation. Yeah, not only shoot more Thargoids. Now, I have witnessed before Thargoids coming down to these bases, hovering over the centre there. So that's one Thargoid base. I suppose we could go and have a look at another. Love the music in New Dangerous as well. Alien movie, activate alien base. Let's go there. I've been there for a while. Did I bookmark the planet? That's good. Okay, let's go and have a look. Should we just do a fly past of the Mothership, maybe, just as a farewell? Without crashing into the ground, to be good. Boost! Oh dear, I do take risks. Yeah, we nearly impaled ourselves on the Thargoid base there by being a bit silly, but I am a nutter after all. And they grow. This is a lot bigger than it used to be, yeah. I'm flying around this thing. It never used to be this big. Well, it was never this... I think it was the same size, there just wasn't so much of it you could see, and not in such good condition than it was previously, because of these little scavengers going around repairing it. And there's hardly any of the mycoid virus stuck to it now. You have to look for a yellow spot, and that's where you'll see them repairing. So I'll go here. This looks like it's got damage on it still that needs repairing. So yeah, and look, and as soon as you come to have a look, you can see them repairing the damage. I'll give you one more quick outside view of that before we head to a different base or mothership or outpost. I'll show you. See, that's damage there for sure. Okay. And what looks like some sort of virus stuff stuck to it. But the majority of this structure now is what I would call repaired and virus free. It's like almost like an open wound, if you look at that. And then if we find some of those scavengers, you'll see what they're up to. There's one there. Where's he off? I don't think he knows what he's doing at the moment. You know, if my ship's putting him off. Let's have a look over here. Should see him actively doing something, like pulling the mycoid virus off. Yeah, I'll go. Here we go. Come on. Show him what I'm talking about. There you go. See? They're totally repairing it. And then it goes and spits it out somewhere. Yeah, it's definitely, I think it's definitely the damage, the mycoid virus damage. And obviously they've landed on these planets because they couldn't fly anymore. Because of this. And they're now getting repaired. And it's obviously a very slow process. But these don't have anywhere near the amount of damage they had when I first came here. And yeah, well, you can see it in action. Why are they repairing? I mean, what if they're not repairing? What are they doing? Watch. They're actively repairing this. And you can see what the end result is going to look like. It's going to be like a blue scaly arm. I don't know, what is it even? It's massive. Maybe an arm? My anaconda just pales in comparison to the size. This is just one small part of this. It's bigger than a space station. It's bigger than a Corylus. Way bigger. So yeah. They're repairing them alright. I can't think of any other... I just can't imagine this thing moving. It's just immense. And all those little pods inside, are they the Thargoids resting while the ship repairs? I'm telling you. They're here. Right. Let's go and have a look at another Thargoid base. Hey, Mike Hawk, 1969. I completely agree. The mycoid virus is being removed by the scavengers. And inside that map room, I think it's like the navigation center of the mothership. And everyone says, oh, it's a map room. Well, maybe it is, but it's for the navigation of the entire ship. There's me talking about it now, and we're just leaving, but we are going to go to another Thargoid base, so I'll show you what I mean there. I don't think all of them have a map room though. Okay. Well, this means the war's going to get crazy, Quantum 6. I think it means that if these do take off, we're in trouble. Yeah, totally get you. Yeah, I mean, I don't... Once these are repaired, and they're obviously going to improve their technology, I hate it when it does that. It's better. Yeah, they're gonna kick some ass with those ships, right? I think it's gonna take more than a AX missile to take one of them bad boys down. Right, so as we leave that planet, we're gonna hop straight to another one with a base in this very quickly put together ship. So apologies if who's that handsome chap there? He looks like a dude. Oh, it's me. Right, okay, anyway. Yeah, so let's go and find this next system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alliance of shipbags. In the old Elite lore, it was the Alliance who gave the bugs
Ready to engage.
the microwave cure. Yes. But that's been changed. Yeah. And now they changed all the lore to fit in with Elite Dangerous, I believe. Because I believe that in the end game, was it in Frontier? If you played it the right way, you could actually get gifted a Thargoid ship. If I remember correctly.
Fuel scope disengaged.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure you could get gifted a Thargoid ship, and I think it was in Frontier that was the case. Go Fed. More Federation peeps in here. All capitulators will be killed with the bugs. Yeah, well, I'm still hoping that there's a lot more going on than what meet the eye. There are other alien races out here, and some suggest that the Thargoids are running from another one, even worse than the Thargoids. That's if the Thargoids are bad at all. Of course, we don't know yet, do we? Oh boy, and yes, we have been waiting a long time. Frank, you didn't play Elite from 1996 to 2015. You missed that. Well, Frank, there was also 1984 from the very first Elite. The Elite that started it all. Which, if you own Elite Dangerous, you should have a copy of the original game. You get it free with an emulator, so you can experience it. But yeah, we certainly have been waiting a long time, me Cork. And we still don't know, do we? Sorry, I'm not really concentrating on flying at the moment. I'm 218 week pledge of Hudson. Which reminds me, talking of Hudson, have they still got that offer on for a free Anaconda? Let's sort it out. Can't remember which one of these has got the base on now. I'll quickly scan them both. Sort my lousy super cruise skills out. Should be close enough for both, I think. Mode switching. Why didn't it just do what it says it needs to do? Right, 4 probes. 2 probes. Alrighty, what have we got? One Thargoid.
Surface scan complete.
That one. That one appears to be nothing. One Thargoid. Nothing. Looks like we go in there then. Okay. Turn off this mode. Oh, come on. It's going to be in the dark again, isn't it? Why are they always in the dark? A very dull start around it as well. I wonder if that's a pattern. You know, that
Orbital flight engaged.
they deliberately put themselves in a dark area to do repairs. What do you reckon? I kind of preferred it back at that other one. Come on, I've got no throttle on at all. What's it playing at? I can just about make out the surface. Now, last time I was here, I believe that this one wasn't active. Now, wouldn't it be a real shocker if it was active now? Here we go. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, Frank. Every sight. Dark. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay, is it my imagination or is it lighting up to greet us? Huh? Okay, I'm not the only one seeing that, right? But this thing lit up more as I approached it. Like it was welcome home lights or something. Did you see that? It lighting up? Right. So, and if you look at where we've just come from, this is a different type, isn't it? Do you remember those big mounds that were sitting out? This one doesn't have those. So maybe this is a different type of mothership. What's these over here? They're just metal alloys, is it? Looks like it, doesn't it? Let's get out and have a look a second. Be nice to get out on foot. Yeah, they're just metal alloys, aren't they? And some these are different types though, aren't they? See, they're like barnacles, but they're kind of not. But they are. And they've got the metal alloys there. But they're different in design, aren't they? And why would they be growing out of a base or a mothership or outpost or whatever it is? Because that is part of the structure, isn't it? And what's that over there? Maybe just some rocks or something. Just a rock. I just can't imagine these things moving. So let's go and have a look in the middle, I guess. Yeah, Quantum 6 maybe it was loading in. Immersion gone. It did look kind of interesting though. There's a lot more activity around the sensor on this one. So we see how close we can see down inside. I'm just staying quiet so you can hear that noise. I don't know if you've got your headphones on. And if the game volume's loud enough, hopefully it is, you're probably getting some of these atmospherics. Okay. Okay, maybe my tinfoil hat's doing overtime here, but isn't that pointing towards the Witchhead Nebula? Is that just a coincidence? That's Barnard's Loop there. Is that a coincidence that that's pointing towards there? Oh my word. Do I need to go back to the other base now and see if it's also pointing towards Witchhead Nebula? Gotta be a coincidence. But I'm gonna have to go and have a look now. More Thargoid science required. So this base, or Mothership, or whatever, points at the Witchhead Nebula. Because that's where the Thargoids are right now. Maybe it moves. Right, I'm going to have to go and have a look at the base now. Because maybe we're onto something. But first, shall we see if we can get inside? And then I'm going to go back to the other base and see if it's also pointing at the Witchhead Nebula. Looks like an entrance there. Go with that one and get it down.
Landing gear deployed.
That'll do nicely. Okay, Cannon says the site's inactive. Okay, cool. Let's just go and check that out. I suspected it was, but I always like to compare and contrast.
Low gravity warning.
We won't stick around too long because I just want to. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I want the sensor, don't I? Transfer. Thargoid sensor, please. One off. Get that. Thank you. Right. Oh, scavengers at the ready. Where's the shouldn't leave these eggs in the way. Because they're just going to get run over. Right, let's quickly try the other side. Excuse me, Mr. Scavenger. It's pretty dark on the other side. Scavengers seem to be falling out of the sky. Let's try this side. Oh. So that one's not even an opening. What in the name of science this, by the way? So does that mean this one's in more disrepair? Scavengers need to get a bit busy on this one, I think. Oh, it's gone now. Okay. Oh. Stop putting your eggs in the way. Yeah. So, not a lot going on with this one then. But then it's got a lot more of these. Let's just do a quick scan. Scan. Right. Nothing going on here. Did you get any more details from scavengers now? It's been a while. Let's try that one. Seems to be struggling to stay upright. 5-minute scan. Can't you scan then? Thought you could. But anyway, let's get back to the ship. Oh, good plan. That was intended. All entry holes covered. Transfer over no legs. To the ship. Oh, look out, scavenger! You're coming in. Oh, nicely avoided. TS3. Inactive sites have collapsed areas according to count. Yeah. That was the just after the doorway, wasn't it? It was all collapsed in. Right. Gamer1TC, thank you very much for the follow. It's very much appreciated. And hence your mention. Thank you. Right, so we went into the centre. Let's just go over there now, just to confirm.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay. One of these days a Thargoid will come whilst I'm sat here doing this. It has happened before. A while ago though. So I'm just wondering, okay, just a coincidence, I was just looking down inside what I believe to be, well, if this is a mothership, yeah, then think mail slot and the coroner station. Yeah, this is the mail slot for Thargoids, which obviously opens. That's what I think anyway. But I'm just looking at this, and when you get down inside here, and obviously I believe that that will open. Look at the detail on that. Oh, sorry, it's a bit too close. And then I just happened to look up at the sky, and it's only blinking, pointing towards the Witch Head Nebula. Pretty much. And I just wondered, that can't be a coincidence, can it? So I'm going to go back to the base and see if that one is also pointing at the Witch Head Nebula. And there's only one way to find it. Let's go back here. I think this is the right one. Yeah. That's the right one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So long, Thargoid Mothership. Not small, are they, by any means? Now, hopefully, the other one that we were at just a little while ago will be in full daylight.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I agree, Frank. That I think definitely the right from when the barnacles were first discovered, that logo definitely said Barnard's Loop, didn't it? Oh, I need to be careful I don't get hyperdicted as well. Oh, we made it. Because I do have their probes on board, and they probably won't be happy to find that I'm carrying them. Right, let's just hope, let's just try. Oh, hang on. Let's, fingers crossed here, we can do the non-human signal source level 2. Because if we can find that, then that means that we'll be able to unlock the machine. Degraded mission safe. That's not going to be it, is it? What's that that's not scanned then? Seriously? So after that, not one signal source that I'm interested in. Right. 19 bodies. Fair enough. Okay, let's go back to this other active base and see which way the core is pointing. Wouldn't it be nice to have NPC crew members in your chairs? And for them to have an escape pod. But until that happens, I won't be hiring any more pilots. Such a waste. Strange. You think the feet would operate the radar, wouldn't you? Load it. So, after that. Hopefully it's still in daylight. Show me the money. Yeah, it's very annoying. Frank, I think if you invest in a NPC pilot, the least they can do is let you see them. Okay, so I think we're going to have daylight now, nearly. So you'll be able to see this one a lot clearer. So it's over there.
Orbital flight engaged.
Slow down, cowboy. Come on. Scrub that speed. There we go. Oh look, you can see it right from here now. Hang on, let's not drop out of orbital cruise a minute. That's how big they are. You can see it from orbital cruise. That's big. Right. Yeah, NPC pilots are not good at parking. They're also not good at following you on the ground. Right then. Okay. Yeah, you tell me that's not more defined. Ah, beg to differ. This one looks like it's almost ready to go, to be honest. This is ready to ship, ready to fly. I just can't begin to imagine what this looks like when it's moving. Probably pretty scary. Right. It's hard to get the scale, I think, in Elite Dangerous. The scale of this, what we're coming up to now, is immense. And now we're just coming up close to the centre of it. In the game's biggest pilotable ship, pretty much, without splitting hairs on the beluga. Right. Okay. Nice bit of parking there. Right, let's get outside. Just give you a comparison shot. We've just been flying over that for some time. This is just a small core piece. And like I say, I think that centerpiece there is definitely what we would associate as being the toaster rack. Now then, okay, so just looking there, I don't think this one does point to the... There's still a bit of damage over there to be repaired. I zoom in. Over there, there's damage. And I'll guarantee there'll be those scavenger drones fixing that. Guarantee it. So let's see where this one points. Down to centre, point straight up. That is not pointing to the Witch Head Nebula. Okay. So that's one theory out the window. Does it have one of those uplink sensors in it though? No, it doesn't. I just saw a screen tear in there. I don't normally get that. Don't like seeing that. Yeah, but look at this bad boy of a site. Where did I say that damage was? Over there. I think we saw that before, but if you've just joined, I can show you that damage and what the scavengers are doing about it. Get back in the ship. Go over there. See, this is probably the last remaining bits of mycoid virus on this ship. You see those like bright green, and there's the scavengers. Look. If you jump outside. See, where they're dropping that as well, they're dropping that old micro, whatever it is they've sucked off the surface. This isn't part of the structure. This, I think, is the, it's just the ground soil. See if we can catch one of them doing the repair work. Follow one, like that one. Just sucking the virus off, which is not something you can normally say live on YouTube or Twitter, Twitter. No, Twitter. Anyway, yeah. And that's what they're doing, they're cleaning up. What's the bet when they finish doing that, that'll be it. It'll be launch. And imagine this bad boy lifting off. It'll be a planet eater. You've got a dangerous pilot, Frank, who takes 8% of your combat profit and can't dock. I'd reduce the wages if I was you. Yeah, these definitely look more complete. Totally agree. I wonder if they'll be complete by 2020, if you know what I mean. Oops, didn't want to do that. Okay, so I think what I need to do, yeah, Frank, I'm about to end the stream now as well, actually. and you're welcome for the stream. And inspiring you to get back out into the Pleiades. Yeah, maybe it is. In terms of the new hive, yeah, like I say, we've been inside this one and we've seen. I can quickly go inside before I end the stream, just for those that have only just joined. But what I need to do to fully explore this is pick up another probe, and they're notoriously hard to find. So what I will probably do is make sure I find one before I start the next stream. Try not to get blown up carrying it by Thargoids. Cheers, Frank. Thanks very much for your input and the questions and everything else. It's been a delight to have you along. Cheers, buddy. Fly safe. So yeah, there is another probe that I need to activate the machine, as it's known. I'm just trying to find a landing spot. Back up. Right about here should do it. Nice bumpy landing. Okay, so let's take a scarab. Deploy that. Gamer, want to see what is the location of this site? It is
Low gravity warning.
HIP 14909-2A, which is exactly where it is. Bring a surface scanner with you, scan the planet, surface scan it, and it will take you straight to this location. And when you get here, you need some probes. You're welcome, gamer. No problem. We are here to help and help everyone explore. So I now need to transfer some cargo. What's going on there? Where's my cargo? I'm missing something here. Have I not had enough sleep? Transfer cargo. Oh yeah. I thought I'd lost my probes for a moment. Right, so I transfer that into the SRV. Fantastic. So now I've got one of those. I can then set off towards the doorway. Hopefully this is the main active one. And because I've got the sensor aboard my SRV now, you get that whenever you approach door. The door will open. And yes, we've got to a side that is active. Right. I don't know what he's doing. There's some private disco going there. Ooch, ooch, ooch. Don't mind me. Right, so which way do we go? Let's try down this way. There's the map room. I left the attention to detail in here. Let's give you an outside view. So here we are. A lot of people call this the Thargoid map room. It's also the centre structure of what I would call the Thargoid Mothership. And like I say, I'll do another stream about this next stream, but I just need to make sure I've got the other probe, and then I can activate the machine properly. And I'll probably pick up a Guardian artifact as well, so we can upset the machine just because we can. But essentially what you do is you collect your 3 different items. Sensor, uplink you can get from within this structure, and the probe. and they each go on one of these pedestals. And so you basically drive up onto this pad here, which is strangely shaped like a Thargoid, and you drop it right down there in your SRV according to the picture that appears in this swirling mass. It's quite a straightforward puzzle. Once you've done all that, you then target this center structure here and choose activate, and then the whole room lights up like a giant star map. So that's what happens in here, and I will show you that, I promise. Next time in the live stream I will spend as long as it takes to get the other required probe. It can be quite difficult to find, but we will light up the machine for you and upset it as well by chucking in a bit of Guardian technology, which it doesn't like at all. But just looking at the map room for a moment, I would call this, sorry, it does this from time to time, come on, I would call this the navigation room or the control center of the Mothership, and this is where they guide the ship or whatever. But then if you look up at the ceiling, I mean, are these baby Thargoids, are they just sat here waiting for the ship to be repaired? You know, like in the movie Alien, where they're all just chilling out, waiting for the main event, whether that be the ship's ready to fly or some human to drive along in his SRV. But I don't think they're going to pop out of the ceiling anytime soon. But you do have to wonder. I mean, you can just imagine that those are like little pods with Thargoids inside, and it's not easy to correlate the size because they're all up in the ceiling. Where's my SRV? Where did I park it? Right below. Right, okay, so let's try something. I don't think I'll be able to get high enough to get a comparison, but I'm wondering if they're like almost human sized. I wish it would stop dimming out. Right, let's try that. Right. They look big enough actually. Just looking at that scale there. But let's take control of the SRV and see if we can get close up. Right. Yeah, I think nice landing there. I think there's definitely enough room in one of those pods for a Thargoid. If you look at the size of the pilot in this little SRV, which is, you know, that size, and I'm guessing Thargoids could be probably as much as twice the size as a human. And then we put that into context of these like eggs in the roof, not the ones on the floor, not those. I don't know what they are. I would hazard a guess, because they're not plugged into anything, or looks like it. I would hazard a guess that they are scavenger eggs. Maybe. I don't know. But they're kind of biomechanical, aren't they? So I don't know. And they're feeding them or something. But in the roof, I think, is maybe hibernating Thargoids. And like I say, when you compare the size of a human to one of those capsules, you're pretty much, I would say, twice the size of a human in one of those. Yeah, Gamer TC1. Gamer1 TC. Yeah, hibernation pods. I think that this ship landed here because it got infected by the mycoid virus. They've all gone into hibernation, lockdown. The scavengers, automated, repairing. And I'm guessing it's going to take some time to get the ship repaired, but looking on the outside now, I would say that repair work's nearly done. And then these will be ready to fly. And I would love to get to the other parts of this ship, or what you want to call it, base. I can't imagine them building a base on the planet. I honestly think that this thing moves in its entirety. Right. Let's get back in the SRV. Yes, and obviously I'm getting corrosion. They should really do an SRV with anti-corrosive cargo. Right. Is that the way out? Looks like it. So we'll get back to our ship. And give you a quick bird's eye view and end the stream there. But I really appreciate everyone stopping by and keeping me company while we do some bit of experimentation. It's been useful, and I can tell you for sure that this Thargoid base, Thargoid Mothership, Thargoid outpost has definitely not so much grown, but has been repaired. It's more defined. There's a lot more of it showing. A lot more of it was buried before, but now take a look at this bad boy, or girl, obviously. Yeah. Considering we've just been driving inside that small centerpiece there, there's a lot more to this Thargoid. What are those lighting up there? Those scavengers lighting up. Strange. Why can I target them from here? That's weird. You should be able to target from that distance. What is going on? That's got to be a bug. Anyway. The Thargoid link's not worth a lot anyway. Thargoid sensor is though. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to leave the stream there. Leave it with this image of the Thargoid. In fact, let's oh, no, don't do that. Don't you hate it when a ship tries to control itself? I see the problem. Still the landing gear down. Too much fun exploring, not enough time spent making sure I'm flying the ship properly. So there you go. One Thargoid, the ship all base. In the sunshine for once. And you can see the shadow of my anaconda there. Just over there. Quite a dwarf in comparison, really. So yeah, next time I'll come back with the other probe. We'll activate the machine so you can get to see that in action as well. And then we'll probably end up getting hyperdicted or investigated by a Thargoid, no doubt. Well, yeah, there is that option. Those because I definitely think that those centre areas is like the entry port for the ships, you know, the interceptors and so on, the Cyclops. And maybe those pods in the ceiling are captured humans, who knows, but I'm not sure what they're doing with the escape pods as well, because we know Thargoids like human escape pods, which is all a bit sinister. So I don't know what they were doing there, but we'll find out, I guess. But I'm going to leave the stream there. I'll leave you with an outside view. And yeah, say thank you very much for tuning in to watch. I hope you found it interesting. No Thargoids have been injured or hurt or harmed during this stream. They really need to fix the Distant Worlds 3305? 3302 decal. It's kind of ran the wrong way. That's Distant Worlds 2. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the decal there. Oh, the bugs. Anyway, it's not ruining the immersion. Actually quite apt is the sign on my ship, maybe with the Thargoid base. I wonder if this one looks better. Oh, there we go. Actually, that makes a good screenshot. Don't panic. But when one of these things comes toward you, maybe you should. I think I'll take a screenshot of that myself. There, that'll do me. Okay, so yeah, thank you for tuning in. I will do another stream with the other probe so that we can ignite the whole map room of this Thargoid base, mothership, outpost, whatever you want to call it. And do some more Thargoidy stuff, no doubt. But I still don't plan on shooting any Thargoids just yet. We'll see how the story unfolds. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you on the next one. Fly safe, and see you soon.